I'm Coach Jennie Baranczyk, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on Sports Like Talk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the wins go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, first say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
Yeah, let's go, SLT Nation. What it do, fam? Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. That's right. This is a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. And we are 5 years deep, ladies and gentlemen. 5 years. And we call this season a very special year. It is the Big Nickel. That's right. We are continuing our journey, our mission all across this country. And we're going into our communities. And we are finding rising superstars who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. And when I say big dreams, ladies and gentlemen, we got a special one for you on deck tonight. Y'all make some noise hailing out of Urbandale, aka Des Moines, Iowa. She got 21 years in the coaching game after graduating from the illustrious Iowa University as a Hawkeye. Y'all make some noise for the 2024 Big 12 Coach of the Year. She was the 2017 Mid-Major Coach of the Year. All she do is win, win, win no matter what. She started her career at Oklahoma with a winning record of 76 wins. Y'all make some noise. OU Boomer Sooner. The head coach, Jennie Baranczyk. Coach, how you doing today?
I mean, how about that intro? The only thing I'm kind of pissed about is you said how many years I've been doing this.
You've been doing it a long time, Coach.
Like, come on.
Coach, you earn those stripes, Coach.
I have. I've aged those stripes. That's for dang sure. So,
and I'm gonna tell you something, Coach. You got like a winning lottery ticket in your pocket over there, because everywhere you went. I'm talking about what you did at Drake. When we meet you guys on the sidelines, we don't know the background. We're going to get into it today. We're going to have a good time today. We got a special guest. We got a special show on deck for you. If this is your first time or your next time rocking with the SLT crew, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh, all facts, no cap. The head coach, KT. Cam, you might be the assistant head coach today, bro. We got a banger. We got a champ. We got a monster in the building, a juggernaut in the building today. KT, how you feeling, fam?
I'm feeling great, B. Jones, but this show should have happened maybe 1-2 years ago, but I sent the email out, but the address was wrong. And Coach, I tried to say, hey, I really did reach out to you. She said, oh, that's the problem. You didn't send to the right address. So that's on me. So if I've been working for Coach at the time, I'd probably be fired, B. Jones.
I don't know. I'm still here. This is awesome. And you guys have had some pretty good players and coaches and all the things on here.
We've been blessed.
Awesome.
We've been blessed, Coach. But Kevin, is it fair enough to say that you were Baranczyk at the?
Yes. My husband would be so proud.
It is good to say that, B. Jones. But you know what? Shout out to Coach Wright too, because she was the one that invited us out. And Coach thought I was playing when I said this. We were starstruck when we first saw you. We were supposed to ask you then to be on the show, but we were just so excited to be there. So
Still to this day, one of the best experiences I've ever had.
no doubt.
I'm just telling y'all right now. We're going to talk about that experience and more. We got to kick it off, Coach JB. It's time for the moment of truth. That's right. We got an icebreaker with Coach Jennie in the building today. This is our version of two truths and a lie. That's right. So we, Coach, before the show has picked 3 unique facts about ourselves. Here's the game. The game, no. Kevin and I don't know what these facts are. You don't know what they are. So we're going to work together as a team. That's right. All of us.
I don't know what they are.
We will have exactly 60 seconds to see if we can figure out which one of these facts about Coach Baranczyk is the truth and which ones are fabrication. Kevin and I, we have won 35 games on the calendar year.
34.
We midway 34 wins. I'm not going to tell y'all how many losses, but just know we in the W column. we're
going to be transparent. We got family on the show. We're 34 and 30 right now.
We 34 and 30. That 30 hawking us, though. That 30 coming up.
Sure is. It's coming up. We didn't lost like our last 3, so we got to do something this episode.
All right, Coach, we ready for you. Give us your 3 facts.
Okay, so let's see. I am a registered lifeguard. I grew up on a farm. I have been skydiving.
Kevin, okay.
I think number 2 is true.
I think number 2 is the truth as well. Iowa, mid-country, a middle part, mid-America. I don't know why I feel like she a lifeguard too, man. I don't know why the skydiving. I think she can swim, Kevin. Come on, that's a tough.
Yeah, I think she can swim. That doesn't make sure that she's a lifeguard, though, B. Jones. That's the thing.
I just can imagine though, if Coach JB got in that water, she'd be like a shark. I'm talking about she'd be moving pretty quickly.
Now she's Jaws. Okay, so B. Jones. I've been suspect my last couple of
yes.
So we're gonna go with you on this one. So if whatever you pick, I'm going with it.
You know what, Coach? I think you are a lifeguard registered. I think you might have done it when you were like in the teenage years, or maybe when you were in college. I don't think you've ever been skydiving. Let's go. Which one was the truth, Coach?
No, I actually did not grow up on a farm.
Oh my goodness!
I know. I grew up in the city. In fact, all of my relatives that did grow up on farms would be laughing right now.
You know what? And that makes sense because she was quick to say Des Moines. She was like, you can say Des Moines. And that's city. That's city. But Urbandale, I'm not going to lie. Urbandale sound like it's in the country somewhere, Coach. But I guess Urbandale, I don't know. We botched it. We dropped the ball on that one, but shout out to Urbandale. Shout out to all the people up there in Iowa. We're going to do better. That officially makes 32 losses, Kevin. We creeping up on 500. The pressure. Coach, you got any advice for us as we head into the rest of the season?
31 losses, B. Jones. We ain't to 32 yet.
31 losses. Any advice for us, Coach, as we finish out? Some coaching tips?
No, you just got to keep going.
Okay. We keep going. We still got 78 shows left on the year, so hopefully we can finish in the plus side of this thing.
Good the way we doing it. Good.
All right, Coach. We about to take the show to another level. It is your story. It is your life. We're going to put it on wax today. And you know what you got to do before you go on any journey or road trip, right, Coach? You got to take that right hand. Come on, lift it up. Get that right hand. Reach over your left shoulder, Coach. Grab that seatbelt. And buckle up. Click, clack. Come on, Coach. You got to buckle up. It is time to go.
I'm in. We don't even need seatbelts in Iowa. That's what I should have said.
And them half tons, huh? Them Chevy pickups. Let's go. All right, this is what we need. Everybody that's watching this, we count on y'all right now. We trying to take this show. We trying to climb this thing, and we trying to tell the story of women's basketball. We can't do it without you. We need all of y'all to rock with us and to help us out by doing 4 free things that won't cost you a penny. Number 1, just hang out with us to the end of the episode. Number 2, we need you to hit that like button. Now, y'all know, if you know Coach JB, you know she had over like 1,700 some points in her playing day. So she know how to hit a bucket, and I need y'all to stroke that thing and hit a bucket right now. Make sure you hit that like button and show bubbles all the way up to the top. I'm talking about number 3. Any coach will tell you she love players that pass the ball. You got to have teammates, unselfish teammates that shatter rock. And we need you to be that unselfish teammate in your friends and family group. Hit that share button, distribute. Let's run the numbers up on it. And I promise you, the world will be watching OU. If they hadn't already, They will be watching OU here in this next calendar year. And last but not least, y'all know what y'all gotta do. Subscribe to the vibe. That's right. Become a part of the SLT tribe. Join our family as we continue marching on, giving you guys great guests, great energy, and we promise y'all 1,000% night in and night out. And we ain't holding back. Coach JB is Boomer Sooner gonna show us some love with this one.
Right. They will. They will. And I'm proud of you guys. You guys have been crushing this. Honestly, this is awesome.
Kevin, tell her don't do that. I get
Yeah,
Coach,
don't do that to us, Coach. You're gonna make us nervous. We're already nervous, and you're doing stuff like that.
You're
Coach,
not
don't.
nervous. You're not nervous. I'm in my husband's office. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have done this in my own office.
You know what? We're going to get you back, Coach. We're going to do it next time. But I'm going to tell you what. I need somebody to go rub on the Baker Mayfield trophy statue out in the parking lot. And we're going to get this thing going. Y'all know what y'all got to do. Or as a family, on the count of 3, smash that subscribe button in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, oh my goodness. I can't wait for basketball season, Kevin. I'm fired up. I'm already fired up. And this is going to be a fun one today. All right, y'all. Well, listen, if you just smashed that subscribe button, if you did anything, we appreciate you. We want to personally just thank you and welcome you to the family. So, Coach JB, we want everybody out there to put an emoji in the chat. Not just any emoji. What's an emoji that means something to you? What is your favorite emoji, Coach?
The red heart.
There it is.
And I know I'm basic and I'm simple, but the good old red heart.
Nah, the only problem is when you said it kind of like the Game of Thrones, the red heart. You know what I'm talking about?
I can say crimson heart. I can say
there it is, the crimson heart. Throw the crimson heart in the chat if you're rocking with us today. If you smash that subscribe button, what we gonna tell these folks, KT?
We're gonna tell them thank you and welcome to the Sports Light Talk family.
Welcome to the family. And listen, we don't take that word family lightly. We don't do fans. We don't do followers. We do family around here. So welcome to the family. And Coach JB, it's time. We can have some fun. You ready for this? Welcome.
Are you ready? I know. You guys are making me nervous. You got quite the intro. It better be good. I better be good today.
Welcome to the Sports Life Talks initiation.
All right, Coach. So we all had that one coach that we would do anything for. So give us the coach that you would like run through a brick wall for.
Oh, a coach that I would run through a brick wall. I have probably more than one, but I had incredible high school coaches, and they just taught me the game. They were a married couple. They'd played the game. They had kids. They'd won all these games, and you literally would never know. They were so humble. So Bob and Sharon Hansen were their name, and they were at Dowling High School in Des Moines, and so impressive. Like, just really impressive. And then obviously my college coach, I got to play for one of the best, in Lisa Bluter. So she was, she's a huge reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today. And she didn't recruit me at Iowa. So I signed with a different coach and ended up playing for her and had this experience. And you always want to win more, you want to do more, but literally just continued to fall in love with this game. And I want our players to do the same, and I want them to have keys in their hands and, just love it and get better and do it the way that they want to be able to do it, and just to really, truly empower them.
So give us a basketball moment. It's either you being a player or a coach that still gives you goosebumps to today.
Gosh, the first game, brother, every single year just gives you, watching your players step onto that floor is just incredible. I will say, I was probably, we've played for conference championships in multiple years, and each one of those, there's so many that are just flooding through my mind right now, but when probably the first championship that we had at Drake, realizing, you don't even realize, when you win games, or when there's like a big game that you win, you're not even, you think that there's like this immense joy and you're so excited and you're in it and you think all these things, but the reality is you just are so in and you're so focused on what's happening that, other people know that you won the game before you do. You're up, 10, 20, and you're like, it's still a game, and even though there's no way in that last minute. But probably that first championship, we had an undefeated season when I was at Drake, and it was just pretty incredible to be able to do that. And our students were all there, and they came on the floor, and the place was packed, and it was sold out, and it was a big blizzard, so nobody should have been there, but they were all there. Those moments, they kind of give you something. As a player, you love playing the game, but as a head coach, when you started to realize, wow, we came from winning 5 games to that was really cool.
All right. So what is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
God, there's so many transferable skill sets that you get in the game of basketball. Decision making, teamwork, problem solving, because it's not always scripted exactly how you want it to. And it's just this beautiful game that you can't win by yourself, but you have to bring everything you have. And so I think when you watch teams, play to each other's strengths, that is such a transferable life skill that we sometimes miss because we get so focused on our own plates that we kind of forget that we're really supposed to serve others. And you get to do that in the game of basketball. But in order to really serve somebody, you have to bring whatever it is that you have. So you have to be your best, and yet you have to expect the best for and from everyone around you. And when you can do that in a group of young women or young people, anybody, when they can do that, it's a pretty incredible life skill.
So I like to ask the head coaches that come on this question. Could Jennie the Hooper play for Coach Jennie, the head coach?
I would, we would probably fight a lot. Yeah. So, especially the 20-year-old me was a little bit different. What's so funny though is, how when you say something and all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, my mom just came right out of my mouth, or you say things that your parents said. And it's equally as, so I'm a mom of 3 as well. So when I see myself in my kids, and it's usually like the not good things, that you see, like especially I got a young one, they're all kind of like that, but like I got a young one that kind of says things that like maybe she shouldn't. And then I realized that was probably my fault. I can blame my husband for most things, but not all things. But then you see your 20-year-old self and your players, and it's usually not the good qualities. So it's usually those times where you're just like, really. And then you think things that I can't say on this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could have played for myself. I would have needed to be a lot better. I can promise you that.
All right, Coach. So B and I, we're going to produce a movie that's centered around you. The one thing that we're missing is a lead actress. Who should we get to play you in the story of your life?
Probably my daughter. She's only 11 right now, but sometimes you've probably seen her. She went viral that time. I know. And I had no idea that was going to happen. So I'd let her do it. Although I can just about imagine that happening as well.
All right. So this is the most important question that I asked during the initiation. B and I would love to travel. When we travel, we got to eat. So we come down there to catch a game. What's the one spot we need to go to, and what's your go-to meal there?
Oh, in Norman? Okay. So I like pack food, right? Like I love, we're like farmers market people. We are like local produce type people. So we would probably just invite you to our house. And my husband's really incredible cook. And so I think we'd have to say that. There are so many great restaurants here too. So I don't want to not, say a lot of our restaurants, but I would have to say my husband's pretty good.
No, that sounds like it's free. So yeah, we really want to go.
Well, I don't know. You have to hang out with us, and you might regret that. So,
we're looking forward to that.
I got 3 kids.
It's got there right now. I need to know what's on the menu because we about to.
You know what he really is, especially since But in Oklahoma, steaks and local, because it's different here. So I got one that's kind of coming over to join me here. You want to step in and say hi?
Uh-oh, Kevin. There it is. No,
Hey,
it's not
This
the
is
11-year-old.
this is our youngest one. This is Hope.
hey,
There
Hope,
it
how
is.
you doing?
Hey, Hope, how you doing? She like,
And she's gone. She might be.
Oh yeah, so
Well,
we're looking forward to that. So steak, we'll bring the paper plates and
You
everything.
really okay.
We got you, Coach. What were you about to say, B?
I was about to say, I'll bring a sack of potatoes over. We're gonna do the whole potato thing, Coach. I got a little
You
cheat
got
code.
all the sides and everything. You just got to come. You don't have to be here.
Coach Love got to come too, though. I want to mess around with Coach Love.
She's the best.
Oh,
She's
Yeah.
awesome.
All right.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Love earlier, so she'll definitely be there. All right, so the initiation may be over, but we're just getting started. Now, as we dive deeper into Coach's journey, we want to hear from you. Tell us your favorite place to eat in the comments, and we'll check that out when we come to Norman. And don't forget to check out our website, sltuguinext.com, to discover more of our amazing family members. So I'm going to pass the ball back to B as he officially reintroduces our newest play cousin, Coach Jennie, to the show. So go ahead and take it away, B.
Coach Jennie Baranczyk, welcome to the show. I'm super excited about this one. I kind of feel euphoric a little bit. It's like a dream come true. From the first time we stepped foot on the campus and Amy invited us in and we walked in and it felt like it was a living room. I mean, like y'all had this massive television, this couches. It was super comfortable then. And I knew something special and something different. And without even knowing who we were, because I'll be honest, that was about 3 years ago. We were kind of brand new to the scene at that point in time. And you came on and took pictures with us. Like, we made us feel like celebrities. So I just want to tell you, Coach, you've always been one of our favorites. And so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm just super delighted to have you on the show. And all the people from your friends and family, thank y'all for rocking with us. We hope y'all enjoying this so far. But let's turn it up. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Coach, we got a story to tell them here today. And that story is WIN. It's all about winning. You know how to do it, and you got to tell the rest of the world how to do it. But let's take it back to the beginning. When did you fall in love with the game of basketball, Coach?
Gosh, I fell in love with the game. I was probably in second grade, honestly, and then there weren't leagues for girls where I was. And so we just played in the local boys league. And so you went and played at the YMCA, and I had an older sister that played and would just kind of tag along. And it was, I just really fell in love with it. And literally every year, it's this place that you can just be really who you are, and it's okay, because a lot of us are really competitive and we're fiery and we're passionate, and you don't always get to just do that in your everyday life. And so I would say I really fell in love with the game at a young age.
Did you realize, like, when you first started playing basketball and when you first loved the game, did you realize it was going to be like a life journey that, like, eventually one day it was going to take you all across the country, all across the globe, really? You were going to see the places you see, meet the legends, meet the players. Like, you've touched and been a part of so much of history of this game. It's kind of crazy when you look at it in perspective. When did that all hit home? Like, did you realize that at a young age, or did that all come about when you, like, as a senior at Iowa?
No, I agree. I don't think I ever really understood where the game could actually even take you. I think when I first started playing, my whole dream was to play in high school, and well, I didn't even go to Legend. I just wanted to play because I knew there were these great coaches there. I had an older sister that played. They won a state championship. That's what you wanted to do. And I was that kid in the driveway that would, 3, 2, 1. If you make this shot, then you win the state championship. That was the goal. And started playing AAU basketball. And we went to like our first. They used to have these AAU nationals was the big thing. And my little team went down, and wearing T-shirts, and shorts, and people have uniforms, and we had no business. I mean, there were only literally like 3 of us that played in high school. And, that started to take you to different places in the US. And I didn't think about that at the time. That's what you just did in the summer, is you played AAU basketball. And I don't think I probably still hardly realize how many places it's taken me, and I see it through our players, and I see it through my own children. Because as a working mom, that's hard too. Because my kids, I miss a lot of things, clearly, because I got one that needs attention behind us. But, but then I start to get to see where the game has taken them in their lives and what they see. So I'm always like, I'm not really good at looking in a rear view and reflecting and seeing and thinking about that, but I can see it through other people. However, man, this game has taken us to a lot of places and taught us so many different things. And I just, it amazes me every day.
You were a absolute double machine. I mentioned the 1,700 points plus at Iowa, 827 rebounds, career rebounds. You were like in the top 10 all time on the rebounds list. That's home for you. Iowa was home. You stayed home. You played for a legend. I want to talk about the coaching, but I don't want it to be missed up on us that you was a monster, coach. Like, you talking about 3-2-1 in the driveway. You was giving them hell.
Well, you know what? Honestly, I still feel this way. I still feel like I was really lucky getting the opportunity to play when I played and where I played. And recruiting was just so different. I mean, we didn't have cell phones and we didn't have text messages, and we just started emails, but it wasn't like I was that highly recruited. But, sometimes when you go to a place that is your dream and you go to a place that fits you from a style standpoint, it's kind of amazing what can happen. And that's exactly what happened. I just really hit the jackpot at the right time and got to play for the right coach and the right system, and absolutely loved it.
Go back to the Drake days. Let's go back to when you were a Bulldog, because this is your first coaching opportunity. It's 2012. You take over the job. You mentioned that it was like a 5-win team or something like that when you first took over the job, and then you guys took it to a conference championship. What happened? What transpired? Was it just something that you had ingrained? Was it the culture you created? How did you guys go from the lowly team at the bottom of the division to one of the best teams in the nation?
Well, I think Drake was, Drake is kind of it's a special place. It's a place that values, and I knew that because I watched these great teams grow up, because it's in Des Moines. Drake's in Des Moines, and that's where I grew up. And by the way, I was 2 weeks from my due date with my first child. So a lot happened in a very short period. But I had an athletic director that really believed in me and challenged me. And, she made me answer the right questions. And they weren't, about your X's and O's, and it wasn't just about who you're going to recruit. They were philosophical, high level questions about how you develop good teams and how you build teams through culture. And she was really good to me. And then, and then you play in this league, and you think you have all the answers when you're an assistant coach, and you think, oh, I would do this, I would do that, or at least I did. And you move over that seat, and it's a whole lot different. And same as parents, I had this great plan for my parenting, and it wasn't necessarily like that. And I think but life is, experience is our best teacher, and you have to fall down, and failure is one of the best things to do. The first game that I coached, we lost. And, you barely remember the games that you win, and that's not necessarily good or bad. It's probably more bad than it is good. But the sun came up the next day, and you learn. And then we probably lost the second game. I don't even remember, but the sun kept coming up, and you kept learning, and you kept growing, and you make a lot of mistakes. I mean, I look back now and think about all the things that I would do different, but also if I didn't have those experiences, I wouldn't be in a position to, be at a place like in Oklahoma and be able to coach these amazing women that have been in our locker room for the last few years. And so I went from being so mad at the things that I wasn't doing well to understanding that that's part of our journey, and you're supposed to fall down in your journey, and you're supposed to take unexpected routes, and you're not supposed to have this beautifully paved out flat road that's in front of you. And quite honestly, it's boring. And so you got to kind of try things, and you got to risk, and you have to, you have to have your hill you're going to die on, and you have to have a lot of faith and keep going and understand that your purpose is bigger than you. And I think I didn't even realize that through doing that we would turn it around the way that we did. I knew we were going to win, but I didn't care about winning. I just wanted to get better. And I think that's where the focus stayed.
Well, about 2.5, 3 years ago, Amy Wright sat on the show where you are. At that time, Amy Wright is an assistant coach for you, Coach. And of course, the news hits. OU and UT are going to the SEC. So, we got Amy Wright on this show, and we like, is OU ready for this? Does OU really want this SEC smoke? Now, I'm a Louisiana guy, so I've been raised in the SEC. And Amy Wright looked at me and she said, "You know what? I can show you better than I can tell you. Come on, y'all come on up here, and y'all see what we got cooking at Oklahoma." And we get up there, Coach, and I'm talking about X's and O's now, because y'all had one of the most elite shooters in the nation. I wish I could remember that young lady named Taylor. I think.
Yep.
And then you got the Van. Van was young at this time. Her sisters wasn't at the school, but we looking, and then you had one of the most prolific scorers in the. We were there when a young lady broke the scoring record, got a game ball. I'm talking about the pageantry of it all. It was a fun game to watch, but just what we saw out of Oklahoma right then, it was one of those stop and looked at each other, was like, okay. They cooking with fish grease. This thing is about to be real, Coach.
That's the first I've heard that.
We knew it was about to go down. So I got to ask you, y'all brought them guns and y'all handled y'all business. You got a double-double machine and Reagan beers. What was year one like in the SEC, Coach? What was your take back, your feedback, and what was that adjustment process going from the Big 12 where you were the coach of the year in 2024, and now you got to go out here to the SEC and do it all over again?
I mean, it is such a massive conference. I mean, what an incredible, and I loved the Big 12. I thought the Big 12 was a great conference and all the teams, and then to go to the SEC, I tell you, the intensity of every game it's unreal. I mean, the environments are incredible. The fans are engaged and love our sport, and the talent in the league is incredible. I mean, there were times this season that, you're in the middle of a game and you literally become, you're in awe of these players that, are the gatekeepers of the future of our game in our league that you're playing every night. And it was so impressive to be able to see that. So I think there were some things, obviously, that we did really well in our transition, and yet the benchmark is really high. And so not well enough. And I think that keeps you hungry and it keeps you motivated. And it's just this phenomenal, incredible league. And I had, been in the Big 10, and I'd seen, I was in the old Pac-12, which is crazy to even say old Pac-12, and, the old Big East, when it was just this massive basketball league, and it's still a basketball league, but, a lot of the teams that are in the ACC were in the Big East at that time. And, and I'd seen all of that, but I'd never been part of the SEC, and I'd heard about it, but, as a Midwesterner, you hadn't. And you're right, it felt like 2 weeks on the job, and all of a sudden the Supreme Court makes decisions, and NIL, and that changes, and the transfer portal changes, and oh, by the way, we're going to the SEC. So there was a lot of change, and I think that, if you want to be anywhere, you want to be in the SEC.
you tackled a buffet of tasks, a litany of tasks in the offseason. And one of those tasks just so happened to be to come down to Texas and get the number one player in the country in Aliyah Chavez. And it goes beyond Aliyah because you guys have a good recruiting class coming in as a total. So how do you get better to play SEC basketball? Go get some great players and y'all saddle up and get ready to ride them horses like a posse and make some noise. And you got some weapons, Coach. How excited are you about this 2026 or 25/2016?
I love our team. You know, we're the team right now where you could come watch us practice and watch them interact and challenge each other already in the summer, and you'll fall in love with them. They play to each other's strengths and they make mistakes and they get up, and we're not a finished product by any means. And it's not going to be like, oh wow, that was just beautiful basketball the whole time. But from a chemistry standpoint, this team is really, really special. From a leadership standpoint, you know, we're going into year 5, and that's a year that you really want to go from, you know, you need the players to really take ownership of where we're going. And you can see our players taking that ownership, taking that accountability. They're just leading so well. You know, and so young people, especially now, like it's been a hard spring for a lot of us. It's been a hard year for a lot of us, just as coaches, as student athletes, as fans of teams. You know, we're seeing, you know, you're following federal litigation, you're following state laws, you're following the transfer portal, you're following, you name it. We're all following all the things, and we all have these opinions. And so we haven't always gotten to see the best of college athletics. But I get to live that when I'm in the gym with our team. And you really get to see that. You really get to see these just incredible women who happen to be really good basketball players, but you can see them getting the most out of their college experience because these are transformative years. And so I could not be more excited about this team in this year.
Last question I got, Kevin, because we already kept Coach over her time. We saw your baby come on this show. She's been a guest starring in this episode already. But you got 15 other babies. You got two other kids at the house, a husband. Me and Kevin, we started this theme about superheroes when we first started the show. We love Marvel, right? We both were comic geeks growing up. But the fact is that if I got to pick anybody that's a superhero, it's women's basketball coaches, because you do have to balance a family life as well as being a P4 coach of a formidable team that's trying to win championships. And I got to ask you, because I normally ask coaches, do you like to be loved or feared and all of that stuff, and what type of coach? But I want to know the family side of JB, Coach. I mean, do you bring that motherling attitude into the locker room? Do all of those players look at you like Mama Jennie, or how do the players look at Coach Jennie?
Well, you know how you look at your mom. Some days she's real nice, and some days maybe not as much. So I know, yeah. So I think
I might get a call after this one, Coach. I might get a nasty text after this message.
I think your mom is a lot nicer than this one. I can promise you that. But no, I mean, again, like I think it's really. They're awesome. I mean, our players are great, but we're still supposed to hold each other accountable. And I literally view coaching very similar to parenting. So as much as we need to instill discipline and high character and morals and values and all of that, at the end of the day, they're our best teachers. And I can promise you, my kids are, they really keep us. You know, my daughter was fighting with my husband, and this is probably a couple months ago, and I've told the story way too many times, but it's the one that was behind me here. And she was really painful getting out of the house in the morning to get to school on time. It's very challenging when you're a mom. And she's fighting with my husband, and he's like, I can't keep yelling at you every day to get out of the house. And she said, well, we all make choices. I looked at my husband and I was like, yeah, my bad. I definitely say that. And I have said that to our players, and the number of times I say things in practice, and my kids don't come a lot to practice. You know, they got their life. My oldest just turned 13. So they're 13, 11, and then our youngest is 8. And so they're starting to get into their own things, but you can see they kind of start to repeat some things too. So kind of have to be careful too. So
that is hilarious. I'm gonna start telling that to Kevin. Well, we all make choices. We all got choices. All right, Coach. Welcome to the championship rounds. We call this the sneak peek. All right, Coach, here we go. This is our version of Would You Rather. It's one round only. And we couldn't have a Jordan brand school on the show and not be able to flex our passion for sneakers and tennis shoes. All right. So the rules are super simple, Coach. This is Would You Rather. You only get to pick one. Both Kevin and I bought a pair of shoes to the show today that we think you would like, or something that represents your team, your culture, and whichever pair of shoes you like the best, that host will win this episode's game of championship rounds. Okay, Coach, you ready to do this? We only need you to do us one favor. I'm gonna count you down. I need you to say, "Hold that sneaker." Can you do that for us, Coach?
You want to say that right now?
No, I'm gonna count you down. Okay. All right, you ready, Coach?
Yep.
All right, Kevin, you got your heat? You got your sneak?
Let's go. I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Sneak peek in 3, 2, 1.
Hold that sneaker. Oh, see? And I have to pick one?
You got to pick one, Coach.
Are they so now I got to pick which one of you is my favorite, because they're both amazing shoes. So that's not even fair. And the fact that you know 11s and 1s, I even know that. So like that's even worse. So I think you have to go with the 1s.
Thank you, Coach.
No way!
Because I like low 1s. I'm a low 1. I'm a very, very low 1. Because I'm sorry.
I'm not because
They're 11. All my kids have those, so they had to have them.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Coach, I had my 11s here too, so we almost had the same shoe.
Those are the same shoe. That would have been easier for me.
No, we didn't. I had to pick these up.
Come on.
Coach, he has been on a hot streak. He had won like 6 games in a row.
I was hot.
Oh.
He told me to pick yours.
Coach, thank you so much. I can't wait to bring this down, and we're gonna take pictures with this, Coach. Is that cool with you? Can we take some pictures with this?
Perfect.
Now wait, she got to tell us her name. So she been guest on. She got to look now. Now what's your name?
My name is Hope.
All right, Hope. Now your mom had already told us your name. I just wanted to get you to talk. Now what's your favorite TV show, Hope?
VR games.
I don't know.
Look, Kevin, we should have sent her the prep questions. We should have sent Hope the prep questions.
She wasn't ready.
All right, Hope, you gonna say something you want to say something to America? Everybody in the women's basketball community is watching this right now, Hope.
Hey, Boomer.
You guess what I'm about to say? It ain't number one thing to say. Boomer Soda. Well, the title of the show is You Got Next. So that means we got to finish this thing with talking about the future, because next is a future stated comment. And as much as we love to talk about the past and how cool you was and how things you did at Drake and all the success you've had, we want to have a moment of manifestation. That's right. Y'all all following her as soon as Coach JB. But now, if everybody that's following you in the women's basketball community, we want to know, Coach, what's next for you?
Oh, well, hopefully this one can go to bed soon. That would be nice. No, I mean, honestly, I love this place and I love this team so much. So to watch them just compete this season will be absolutely amazing. And you know, obviously the hope is to compete for national championships at Oklahoma. We do it in a lot of sports, and that's why I'm here. But I couldn't be more excited about this year and this team.
All right, Coach, you have any shout outs you want to give?
Our whole team, and maybe my other 2 children that are behaving.
All right, Coach. All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. Tell me, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT, told them my story, and I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who you calling out? Who should have next?
Who are we calling out? Okay. How about, have you talked to Jan Jensen yet from Iowa?
No, we have not.
My former coach. If you reach out to her and you tell her I told her she was next.
Jan Jansen, you just heard it. Y'all are back on deck. We're going to make it a good one. Coach Jansen, you are up next. Let the world know your ticket just got punched and it is officially about to go down. You're on the clock, Coach, so get a top 5 restaurants. Just get it all ready, Coach, because we're going to get you on the show and tell your incredible story to the community and share your amazing vibrations with the world. Coach Jennie Baranczyk, you got next. You are the truth, Coach. You are dynamic. You are tenacious. You are a monster. You are a trendsetter and just one of a kind. You can do it all, Coach, but I love your energy, your passion for the game, and your family first mentality. Wishing you nothing but the best on and off the court. Scott, we ready for some steaks, brother? We coming out there.
That's right. He'll be ready. You guys are the best. I appreciate you so much. Boomer.
You are extraordinary. You are elite. You deserve a yeet. And Coach, sooner is the answer to that question. Thank y'all so much for watching another episode. We're going to get y'all out. We're going to get Coach out of here. We thank y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate it. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Share this episode. Throw the red heart in the comments with us today if you're rocking with us. We appreciate you so much. We got so many more shows coming your way. What am I missing, Kevin? I'm just excited right now. I know I'm forgetting. So you know what? Go to our website if you want to be on the show. SLTYouGotNext.com. We can't find everybody, and everybody ain't a legend like Coach JB and Coach Jan Jansen. That's incredible. I've probably been a little bit spaced ever since you said that. Just the excitement of that one, Coach. But go to our website if you want to know more about the show and all of our other guests, and download this show in audio format. We got podcasts. That's right. Spotify, Apple's playlist. Wherever you listen to your podcast, keep all the laughs, the energy, and the positivity going forward. Hope you the truth. Thank you so much for being a part of it too, Hope. KT, take us home, Playboy.
Now, before we go, I forgot that I needed to officially commit to the University of Oklahoma.
Perfect.
I have my pool over here.
There we go.
Coach, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Always the same. Appreciate you.
All right, one time, Hope. Come on, we got to do it one time. Boom!
Why didn't we do this earlier?
I know, right? Hey, we all got choices, baby. Let's go. Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another, because together we are better. And remember, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet!
I knew you had next, cause you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this.